What's up, Nostalgia Junkies? I'm Greg, and welcome to Growing Up Movies. This is a new platform where we get to explore nostalgia, the things that we grew up with that make us happy today, and also reconnect with our inner creative child. This is something that we can all do as adults to really help soothe the difficulties of adult life. Now, as the title Growing Up Movies tells you, movies are a big part of nostalgia, and today we're here on the opening weekend of Top Gun Maverick, the new movie made 36 years after the classic original, and we're going to talk about this phenomenon of movie sequels made many years after their originals, and also our nostalgic love of movie theaters. So I'm outside the Orinda Movie Palace. This is one of the oldest and most beautiful movie theaters in the world. And today I want to get into the phenomenon of sequels being made many years after their classic originals. Now, there's been a slew of these in the last 15 years or so, from Indiana Jones to Dumb and Dumber, Blade Runner, Coming to America, and frankly, the results have been a bit mixed. And the reason is because to make a great film and to make such a classic movie is a creative triumph in and of itself. It's literally lightning in a bottle. So it's incredibly hard to get lightning to strike twice, especially so many years later. But word on the street about Top Gun Maverick is that it is supposed to be great. I mean, critics and audiences alike are raving about this. So for the first time in many years, I am so excited to see a sequel to a classic movie that I grew up with, and I know a lot of you guys grew up with as well. I had half the movie memorized when I was 15, so I'm super pumped about this. Let's go inside and check it out. So being back at this movie theater brings back a lot of memories for me. It's over 80 years old and built in 1941. It's one of the oldest and most majestic movie theaters in the world. In fact, it made a top 50 list of that just about a year ago. If you come inside, there's amazing murals, all hand-painted, hand-creative stuff. There's 3 theaters in this movie theater, and they are all beautiful. It's like each room is its own work of art. This theater was actually supposed to open on December 7th, 1941, but the attacks on Pearl Harbor delayed the opening for a couple of weeks. And we don't know what's going to happen with movie theaters. It's a weird thing these days because with all the competition from streaming and video games and the endless barrage of internet content, there's a lot for movies to compete with. And it's actually kind of reminiscent of when movies and television were competing in the 1950s before those studios and networks ended up joining forces. So it feels really great to be back here supporting my love of the craft of filmmaking, and especially seeing this Top Gun sequel and harking back to those nostalgic days of being a childhood fan and here in my childhood theater. So I'm so glad you guys could join me, and we're going to go inside and check out the movie, all right? So the movie's about to start, but I wanted to show you guys the inside of this incredible movie palace, this relic to cinematic history, and just the amazing murals on the wall. And this is really such a classic film location. And being back here is really special for me, especially seeing a long-awaited sequel to one of the classic 80s films. And it just goes to show how we can reconnect with our childhood love of film and filmmaking. And me personally, there's another added element because this movie has Jennifer Connelly in it, and Jennifer Connelly was my high school and junior high school crush. Here's an autographed photo of her that I got in 1990 something, I think. So the movie is about to start. Before we get into it, I just want to say thank you for being here for Growing Up Movies. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on social media, and post and share with your friends because that's how we spread the good word. And I'll see you after the show. Wow, I am blown away. That movie was incredible. I am so excited. What an amazing sequel. I think it's one of the best sequels of all time, and certainly the best sequel ever made so many years later, like we were talking about. Tom Cruise and Paramount, they really struck lightning in a bottle. They got the emotion, they got the action. Wow, it's so much fun. So I encourage everybody to go see Top Gun Maverick, and I'll see you next time here on Growing Up Movies. Make sure to follow us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel, post and share because that's how we spread the word. I'll see you next time.